Hey guys, how's it going? Just coming at you with a review and comparison between these three ratcheting screwdrivers. Said I'd do one, so I have three different types here. I got the LTT or Linus Tech Tip ratcheting screwdriver. I got the Mac screwdriver, and I also have snap-ons. So just get right into this. I'll back the camera up here. If you guys saw my last video, you saw I built this little test rig, which tests the ratcheting back drag. Obviously, the lower the number, the better. So we're going to start off with, we'll do the LTT first. I'll just slide her on here. I've already got them set up here. And let's go ahead and start turning this. So this is to test how much back drag is on the screwdriver here. Obviously, the more back drag, the stiffer the gearing is, the harder it will be to remove a loose screw in a tight area. So you want it to be as low as possible. And as you can see, if I turn it here, it is very smooth. The LTT is very smooth. Like, it's around that 20 to 40-ish on the grams. Pop that guy off. Now do the, here's the Mac comparison. It's almost smoother. It's barely bringing it up. But here's the Mac. And finally, here's the snap-on. Snap-on's got a little bit more, but nothing bad at all. Still very smooth. Maybe a smidge more. So kind of, Mac has the lowest, LTT is second, Snap-on is third when it comes to back drags. So anyway, I'll just zoom this guy in. So we'll just go over briefly just some features and stuff of the three in case you're in the market for a ratcheting screwdriver. So I work my way cheapest to most expensive. So Mac is actually the cheapest of these three. If you buy it just the screwdriver, you're looking about 85 Canadian dollars, give or take. So here you've got the switch here. This is all metal construction. It is noisy. It is the loudest mechanism of the three, but it is arguably, as you guys just saw, the smoothest of the three. The handle is like a two-piece. It's got anything that's in red is in this like plastic, and this black is all rubber. It is very comfortable in the hand. Now, comfort is subjective. I know that, but your thumb fits in these grooves nice. It does fit well in the hand. For bit storage, you just unscrew this cap, and you can do 7 bits in there, or you can just loosely store them in the back. That's all wide open. So pros to this guy, between the three, it is the cheapest. Like I said, 85 bucks. That is Canadian, not American. If you live in America, you'll have to look up the website to get your pricing. But it is a smooth ratcheting mechanism. It is nice. It is comfortable. I'd say the only cons with this guy are I'm not too crazy on how, like, it takes a little bit more to unscrew it. I don't know. It's on there. It's not coming off, but you cannot remove the shaft. If you pull on it, it doesn't come out. So it is a fixed shaft. Magnet strength, between the three, the LTT is the strongest. Mac is second. Snap-on is third. So if you're wondering about bit retention, Mac comes in second. So that's the Mac. Next most expensive would be the LTT. Now, I got this one off of Amazon through LTT store, and I believe I paid about $120, I want to say, $126 maybe. So it is going up in price compared to the Mac, but nice features about this. You do have a really strong magnet on the front. The knurling on the shaft is the most aggressive and is very nice. Like, it's very deep. You can really get a good grip on it, but it can scratch you up a little bit. It is pretty sharp. You got the selector switch, which is a really short throw between directions. Very smooth mechanism. They got this tri-lobe design for the grip. It is also comfortable. It's not uncomfortable in the hand. But then you got your bit storage, obviously pops open. And this guy comes with 12 bits. So spin it around. You got your flats, square, Phillips. You got this magnetic bit. This is obviously maybe really built for, you know, computers. Obviously, I'm a fan of Linus Tech Tips YouTube channel. And they built this for building computers. Now, when I built my PC, I didn't have this. I used a Snap-on, but I kind of wish I had this one when I built my computer. But it's a nice screwdriver. The only cons with this screwdriver I find is just this grip. It is very smooth. It's very plasticky. Now, it's not a bad thing if you work indoors, but if your hands are sweaty or greasy, your hands will slip on this. It is very slippery. So that's that guy. And then finally the Snap-on. I paid, I think it was about $130 when I got this one. So it does have the weakest magnet, and it does have the worst knurling of the three. This knurling is not very great. However, the Snap-on's the only one you can take the shaft out and get different lengths. So you can get shorter, you can get longer. So it is more universal in that regard. The mechanism to switch is easy, and it is the quietest. Between the three, it is the most quiet. The grip here is going to be a rubber. There's going to be your part number. Remember, don't use this as a hammer, or like don't hammer on it. It's not made for that. But it's, as you can see, it's got this really nice thumb groove, which is super comfortable. And then this tri-lobe design, so comfortable. Of the three, I know, again, comfort is subjective, but this is the most comfortable one between the three. But they're all nice, like they're not bad. To access bit, you just do this quarter turn and it pops right off. You can put a bit in the end like you see here. It's wide open, so you can just slide bits in. And you see I just put this guy in there. Snaps right in. It's got a nice O-ring so it seals off from oil. So really nice. So the Snap-on comes with 2 bits, comes with a flathead, and then a Phillips number 2. The LTT comes with 12 bits, and the Mac comes with 6, I believe. I bought mine in a kit, in a full case, but if you bought just the screwdriver by itself, I believe it comes with 6 different bits. So, yeah, pros to Snap-on would be very smooth ratcheting, is very quiet, and the rubberized grip is very comfortable. The only cons I would say is it is expensive. I mean, it is just a screwdriver after all, so $130 Canadian is, you know, it isn't cheap. But if I was to designate these, if I had to buy just one, basically, if I could only buy one of these three, I would pick, honestly, it's a toss-up for me between the LTT and the Snap-on. And the reason why the Snap-on is up there is just because of that comfort. Just the grip is so nice. However, the LTT is an overall just amazing screwdriver. You got all your bits right here. You're never going to lose them unless you drop it. Super smooth ratcheting, super good knurling on the shaft. And it is around that, you know, $10-ish cheaper, depending on where you buy it from. The Mac is a great choice as well, though. I would highly recommend this to someone. I mean, if you wanted a nice quality tool truck ratcheting screwdriver, $85 for this with 6 bits, it definitely beats the Snap-on. However, I'm not a big fan of this storage organizing. I feel like it's just, you just gotta keep screwing to get the cap off. Whereas the Snap-on, there you go. I don't mind that the bits rattle around inside. It reminds me of an old bit driver that my dad had years ago, so kind of fond memories of it just rattling around like a maraca. But if I was to recommend these, I would say the Mac is really good for if you're wanting to do woodworking, like if you're putting in cabinets or stuff like that. It works. I would recommend it for stuff like applications like that. The LTT is going to be really good for, obviously, if you're building a PC or anything around the house. It is really good. The only thing I wouldn't recommend, now, yes, you can use this in automotive mechanics and stuff. Obviously, you can use any of these for any of these applications. It doesn't have to be specific, but this is really smooth. So if your hands are sweaty or oily, you will slip, and this is just not as great. You can fix that if you put some like hockey tape or something on here, but I don't know. As is, it is very smooth. So I would leave that as more like a household driver. And the snap-on is going to be the most ideal for if you're working in a shop, your hands are greasy or oily, and you just want that extra reassurance that your hand's just not going to slip off or anything. And between the three, again, it's subjective, but the snap-on is most comfortable. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Which one would you buy if you had to buy any of these three? If you have one of these three, let me know what you think of it in the comments below. And anyway, hope you all have a great day. Peace.